Well, everyone, the wonders of another day are over. The sun is setting. It's the time of day where I like to go over what I've done with my day. And one of those important things that I've learned in life is I guess it would be taking an inventory. If you want to compare it to, I'll tell you the reason why Alcoholics Anonymous is so successful. It's not, I was never a big fan of the 12 steps. And the reason why is because of the first step I could never get past. And that was admitting that you're powerless over the drug. And only a force or a God or whatever higher than you, a higher power, can save you from that. I think the reason why I had a problem with AA was merely just that step. Even at a young age, I was forced to go for this drug class, and I remember saying, I refuse to admit that I am powerless and that I need a force greater than myself. But understanding it through different eyes, I have a newfound respect for it, in the sense that it doesn't have to be viewed as a power greater than yourself, but the power within yourself. If other people want to think that it's greater than them, that's their loss. But I guess in a sense you could see it as acting off the collective. At any rate, some of the most important things that I do in life that help me are to review my day at the end. And that would be kind of like, the AA step where they talk about, doing the life review. I don't know what they call it. I don't know why AA popped into my head, but they do a review of, what they've done, the things that they've done, taking inventory, they call it. And I take inventory daily of the things that I've done, things that I could have done better. Sure, maybe I had a couple cigarettes and I shouldn't have. Maybe I, didn't exercise and I should have. All of those things are nothing more than learning curves. And over a period of time, we gradually build ourselves up to where we're able to conquer these things on a permanent basis. In other words, it's a lot better to work to the point where you don't want to smoke anymore than to just quit because you think you should. And this metaphor can be extended to just about everything we do in life. There are no quick fixes. There's no, quick lessons to be learned that can permanently be held within our minds. We always have to go through these cycles over and over, repeat them, and burrow them into our minds. There are some events that happen that are just too big to make that mistake again, but generally the smaller mistakes we tend to have over and over until we really want to conquer them. So it's about building up to it, not trying to get everything done overnight. Visualize where you want to be and put yourself there. It's like sometimes we have to ease into new jobs or new ideas, and it takes a long time for us to develop them to the point where we can be efficient at it. And nobody can just go to school and learn something overnight. And likewise, we shouldn't expect to have some sort of magic revelation or a magic awareness that that just hits us overnight. Although we do have Satori experiences, which are like awakenings. One of those aha moments. You might call it an epiphany, but it can be much more than that. And I've had a few of those, but that's not the overall experience. It's something that endures. And there are only a few things that have really endured. And, earlier today, I was going through some of my old tapes. I found all my old cassette tapes. And I found some recordings of my friends and I when we were young, like 14, 15. And I found one recording. I thought I'd lost it. It was my friend Ben and I when we were about 15 years old, and we'd eaten a significant amount of LSD. And we left the tape recorder going. Forgot it was going. And I was able to hear myself talk for 20 minutes and really see the view I had of myself then, as opposed to how I really am. Not knowing I'm on video, not knowing I'm on tape, the true me, and realize how far I've come. How we think that we had it together, but we pull ourselves together as we get older, and it's one of those things that takes a lifetime of effort. People talk about enlightenment like it's some sort of discovery you can make. Enlightenment is nothing of the sort. It's a process, and it's something that isn't worth disputing. And I guess I could leave it like this, the wiser a person becomes, the less they try to justify or defend their realizations. Those who know that there's more to the universe than just life and death are not apt to want to argue the point with people who don't understand. Because there's a certain amount of grasping that is difficult that a person has to get past in order to really convince themselves that, let me rephrase, I guess it would be more like having the universe prove itself to you rather than trying to convince yourself that there's more to life than just the universe. In other words, not making up gods or ideas to fill in the blank spots in our lives, but rather allowing that spots to fill up with truth, awareness, knowledge. And over a period of time, you wake up in the morning one day and realize, wow, I've changed. I've come a long way. And it's that one secret, that mental awareness, that mental alchemy that allows a person to really take life by the horns and make it what we want. Not to be dragged around by life, but to make life work for us, because nobody else is going to do it for us. And there's a million people out there that would love to see you fail. It's not because they don't like you. It's because they're jealous. Jealousy has become an inherent part of mankind. Everybody wants to be on top, and nobody wants anybody else to be up there. So just push all that fodder aside. Forget about what other people want. Forget about what other people tell you is right. Use your senses, use your head. Do what works. And if it doesn't work, then don't do it anymore. It's really that simple. It's just being observant enough to realize when we're doing something that's not working anymore, and being honest with ourselves. And that's the key. And if you keep repeating an action and it's screwing you over, then stop doing it. And I tell myself that every day about certain things that I do and repeat, the motivation I have or the lack of motivation I have towards certain things. And I don't sit and gripe about it. I just say, well, tomorrow I'll do more. I'll do better. It's an amazing life. God damn it, treat it like it. Peace, everybody. Have a great night.